Hi, my name is Simone. I am 28 years old and a native of Trinidad, a small town in southeast Colorado. For the past 3 years, I've been teaching at a small private school in my town. My job doesn't bring me a lot of recognition or money, but that's not why I teach. I have a passion for learning and academics, and I love to share this with young children. I hope to continue teaching for many years, and just recently decided to return back to school to pursue a degree in reading intervention. Though I'm at a content state in my life, I cannot say I've had a simple life in the least. My brother Artie is 34 years old and autistic. Because Artie's older than me and was 6 when I was born, I have not known any other life than the life as a sister of an autistic brother. And this life, though it's been filled with many wonderful times and memories, has also been complicated and tragic in many ways. As a young child, Artie was not classified with autism. Doctors diagnosed retardation, pervasive developmental disorder, and a host of other disorders. It took until Artie was 17 for doctors to finally diagnose him with classic autism. Artie's early years seemed to be a series of struggles. The doctors told my mom that my brother would never be able to speak, read, or write, which isn't true. The school struggled to understand and deal with Artie. And then meanwhile at home, we had to watch my brother struggle through all the manifestations of his disorder. Violent outbursts that were accompanied by self-injurious behavior like biting and scratching himself, screaming, obsessions with objects, insistence on rituals and routines, and so much more. Because of the severity of his disorder, my mom stayed at home as a full-time caregiver for him. Despite the many hardships my mom faced, I think she did an amazing job raising my 2 brothers and me. With a brother like Artie, my childhood was anything but typical. I had to learn responsibility early on, and I've always felt like the oldest child, not the middle. Some normal things that my friends and their families were able to do just weren't options for my family. Going out to eat, to the movies, to a birthday party, to a game, or pretty much anywhere where there was a lot of noise and a lot of people always presented a chance for Artie to have an outburst or to have his routine thrown off. The worst moment I ever faced was when I was a freshman in high school. A senior student who knew Artie when Artie was in high school came into my history class one day. Unaware that I was Artie's sister, he started to imitate and mock Artie, and act the way Artie does when he stomps and whines before an outburst. I knew immediately he was making fun of my brother. I was so shocked by the whole event, I just sat there speechless until another student said something and he stopped. I went home in tears, completely devastated by the whole occurrence. It broke my heart, and I've always had trust issues since then. This defining moment showed me there would be people who would get Artie and treat him with compassion, and then there would be the people who would look at Artie with no compassion and treat him cruelly. Those were some of the tough moments in my life, and in Artie's too, but things are always changing. After Artie got out of the school system, I think his life improved. He didn't have to deal with the noise and chaos of school anymore. My mom has been able to work with Artie to create an environment where he feels safe and can live the way he wants to live. He doesn't have as many outbursts now, and his good days outweigh the bad. I feel like it's important for people to remember not to see someone as just autistic. Autistics are regular people just like us, with their own unique personalities. I know my brother is so much more than his disorder. One of the most amazing things about my brother is his art. Since Artie was just a little kid, he has always created the most amazing works of art. He has probably drawn or painted hundreds of pictures in his life. All of his work is unique, just like him, and he has never looked to anyone for ideas or help. I hope you have enjoyed seeing some of his original work that I shared with you today. So, where do I end this? Well, it goes without saying I have had my days where Artie, or situations with Artie, had made me feel sad, angry, tired, embarrassed, or hurt. Overall, though, I look at my brother now, and I realize he has gone through so many hardships in his life, and no one has ever really been able to know what goes on inside that brain of his. But what I love about Artie, more than anything else, is that despite his life and his background, my brother always manages to stay positive. Artie appreciates and loves all the small things in life: a beautiful day, a tasty breakfast, a cute squirrel. He's kind and loving, and he has an infectious smile. I may be the teacher in my family, but along with my mom, Artie has been the one to teach me so much. I have learned about love, compassion, resilience, patience, appreciation, respect, and so much more from my brother, and for that I will forever be grateful for him.